Imagine this. You sign up for a gym membership in January, all fired up about new year, new me. By March, you've stopped going. But the gym? They're still charging your card every single month. And here's the kicker. The fewer times you show up, the more money they make. That's not just gyms. Entire industries make billions off your failures. Weight loss, credit cards, education, self-help industry, even gaming. These companies have a dirty little secret. Your success is bad for business, but your failure, that's profit. So let's pull back the curtain on the companies that quietly root for you to lose. 1. Gyms, the business of laziness. The gym business model isn't about fitness, it's about hope. Here's the math. Planet Fitness has over 19 million members in the US. They charge around $10 to $25 a month. If every member actually showed up regularly, the gyms would be packed to fire code violations. But guess what? Most people don't. In fact, industry studies show that over 60% of gym memberships go completely unused. That means gyms are raking in billions every year from people who literally never walk through the door. Planet Fitness made $1.1 billion in revenue in 2023. And it wasn't because 19 million people suddenly got shredded. It's because they know you won't come back after February, but you'll forget to cancel. For gyms, your failure to stay consistent is the best possible outcome. 2. Credit card companies, the minimum payment trap. Here's a scary one. Credit card companies need you to fail at paying your balance. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt. Interest rates, often over 20%. If you only pay the minimum each month, you can spend decades paying off a balance. Here's how ugly it gets. If you owe $5,000 on a card with 20% interest and only make the minimum payments, you'll end up paying over $11,000 in interest. And it will take you nearly 30 years to pay it off. That's not a bug in the system. That's the system. Credit card companies made over $130 billion in interest and fees in 2022 alone. That's more than Apple makes from selling iPhones in some years. Your failure to pay in full is their jackpot. 3. Weight loss and diet industry, built on Regain. Every January, diet programs, supplements, and weight loss apps flood your feed with promises. This time, it'll work. But here's the dirty truth. 95% of people regain the weight they lose within 3 years, and the industry knows this. The global weight loss market is worth $250 billion. Companies like Weight Watchers, now rebranded as WW, literally depend on you cycling back again and again. If everyone actually lost weight and kept it off permanently, the industry would collapse overnight. So when you fail, they don't see a problem. They see a customer for life. 4. Higher education, the dropout business. Student loans are another classic trap. In the US, the average student loan debt is about $38,000. But here's the kicker. Nearly 40% of college students drop out before graduating. That means millions of people are saddled with crushing debt without even getting the degree that was supposed to help them pay it off. And the lenders? They don't mind. They still collect every month with interest. Student loan debt in the US is now over $1.7 trillion. It's the second largest form of consumer debt after mortgages. For lenders, your failure to graduate is irrelevant. The debt is the product. 5. Casinos and mobile gaming, the psychology of loss. Let's talk about the more obvious ones, gambling and gaming. Casinos are engineered to make you fail. The house always wins. Slot machines alone bring in over 70% of casino revenue. They're literally programmed to pay out just enough to keep you hooked, but never enough for you to walk away ahead long term. But the modern twist: mobile games, games like Candy Crush and Clash of Clans aren't free. They're freemium. You download for free, but when you fail to beat a level, you can buy power-ups, extra lives, or coins to keep going. King, the company behind Candy Crush, made over $1 billion in 2023. Almost all of it came from people frustrated enough to pay after failing. So whether you're losing at a slot machine in Vegas or losing to a cartoon candy puzzle on your phone, someone is profiting from your failure. 6. The self-help industry, selling hope, not results. Here's the sneakiest one: self-help books, seminars, and courses. The global self-improvement market is worth over $45 billion. Every year, millions buy books like Atomic Habits or courses promising financial freedom. And while some of these can genuinely help, most people never finish the book, never finish the course, and never implement the lessons. But that doesn't matter, because the industry doesn't sell results, it sells hope. And when you fail to change, you come back for the next book, the next course, the next guru. 7. Insurance companies betting against you. Insurance is supposed to protect you, but here's the math: they profit most when you don't use it. Auto insurance, health insurance, home insurance, you pay every month. And if you're lucky, you never make a claim. For them, that's profit. In fact, US auto insurance companies alone collect over $350 billion in premiums every year. The fewer accidents you have, the better for them. Now, to be fair, insurance is necessary, but the business model is built on you paying for coverage you'll statistically never use. So let's recap. Gyms profit when you don't show up. Credit card companies profit when you can't pay. Weight loss companies profit when you regain the weight. Universities and lenders profit when you drop out. Casinos and mobile games profit when you lose. Self-help gurus profit when you don't change. And insurance companies profit when nothing bad happens. It's not that these industries want you to fail in the sense of rooting against you personally, but their business models are quietly set up so that your failure is their success. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Some of the biggest companies in the world don't need you to win. They need you to keep trying, keep paying, and keep failing just enough to stay on the hook. So the next time you swipe your credit card, skip the gym, or pay $1.99 to beat a game level, remember, someone out there is smiling at your failure all the way to the bank. If you liked this breakdown, hit subscribe. Every week I dive into the real business models shaping the world, the ones they don't want you to think about. See you in the next one.